Good morning, everyone. Lori Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. Coffee in hand. It's dark o'clock. Still in my rubber ducky robe. Bedhead. That's just the way it goes around here sometimes. So we're in for a fun project today. Just a little quickie pop-up in our books today. We've done a pop-up before, but I've really scaled it back. So it's a quick little project. So see you on the table. Well, it's dark o'clock here in Vallejo, California. But here's your project for today. A quick little pop-up. We've done a pop-up before, but this is a much easier technique. Pockets on the side, pop up in the center. Very, very fun. Okay, before we get started today, let's go through some happy mail. I got from Chris, I got some gorgeous napkins or serviettes, as Julianne calls them. And these are glorious. I had sent a little something to Chris, so she sent me that thank you. So thank you for my thank you. Also, Julianne has asked me to bring her some lovely serviettes, as she called them. So I'll be glad to do that. This is from Dina. Where did it go? This is a very fun pop-up card. I'm wondering if I can put it in my book. We're going to see about that. This is a letter that came today for Hudson, actually. So Hudson has gotten his first mail, and it's from Tucker and Miley. And see if the mom is Jordan, and they sent a generous contribution to Hudson Snacks and to our village. So thank you, you three. I will share with Hudson. This is a package that's going to Julianne in Australia. I will take this with me. This is from Sharon, and it's just so expensive to send it from here. She found that out when she took it to the post office, and they said it's going to be X amount, and she said, what? So she was so kind as to throw some things for me in a box. Some very fun things. A little witchy card. These look like dryer sheets that maybe have been dyed. She sent me some fun images and acetate windows, papers, things like that. This is a lovely piece of cardboard. Fun image on there. And look at these lovely substrates. And here's another paper that she sent, which is very fun. And look at this. I don't know if all this is supposed to go to me or Julianne, but you know what? I've intercepted it. So this is an old army box, and she's got a picture stuck in there. And this is full of goodies as well. Paints and paint pens and doodle pens and gibbles and bits and stuff, and I'm so happy about this. So there's a little pocket. We are going to use all this stuff. So fun. That's our happy mail for today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more thing before we get started on today's project. Do you remember this 2-page spread? It was a tribute to street art. And I am going to take this and have it scanned and have it printed on metal so that I can hang this in a gallery. And then I will bring it back and I'll put it back in my book because I cut it out of my book. So I'll bring it back and I'll put it back in the book. But yeah, I'm excited about that. All right, here is the center of my signature. I'm working with a very, very fragile book, so we are just going to do the best that we can. So here's the center of my signature. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to glue, if I can get them apart, the next 2 pages together. the images. Believe me, if they were images that I wanted to keep, I would keep them. All right. You guys have your own books to keep your images in. All right. That's 2 together. Ooh, the tinderbox. I love that story. And 2 together. Okay? 2 together. 2 together. Middle of the signature. Middle of the signature. This is where we're going to run into some fragile pages. Two together. And 2 together. Now to find that center. There we go. So this is the center, okay? 2 together, 2 together, 2 together, 2 together. All right. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to take these. Come on. And I'm taking my stapler. And I'm going to staple these together. And then this is my center signature, center of the signature. And these are the pages that I have glued together, 2 and 2. And I'm going to staple these together. And staple these together. Okay, so while that is drying a little bit, let's talk about our supplies. We're going to need our Mod Podge, texture paste, black gesso, 3 colors of the disillusions. Is that what they're called? Delusions. Disillusions. Lori Marie. Delusions, shimmer spray inks, a stencil of your choice. I have lost so many of my stencils. And postcard and black masking tape. Oh, and a ruler and your X-Acto. And other than, oh, sandpaper. The rest we shall see. All right, I am going to take my postcard. Love this. And I am going to fold it in half to the best of my ability. Nice sturdy postcard, so that's great. I'm going to take that center page that it does not have glue. I'm going to put this in here. And I am going to tear those 2 pages. Then I'm going to go on the other side. Put this down in the center. So these are really fragile pages, so they tear just like that. Oh, it looks like I stapled too many together there. Alrighty. Now I'm going to go back in with my stapler and make sure that these pages are stapled together. I cut off, or I removed some of the staples. It's alright. I got more staples. Okay, so the staples, of course, I do not want to see. So that's why this center page has been set aside. So I'm just going to break that off. And break that off. This one we can take out of there and out of there. And I'm going to glue that down. That's so funny because didn't quite cover that up. That's all right. We can figure that out. I just don't want the staples to show. Now let's check and see with that postcard. Hello, Hudson. And then this is the back of those stapled pages. So I'm just going to cover those up too. Princess and the Pea. I love that story too. All right, now we are looking at the center of our 2-page spread. Ta-da! And what we're going to do next is to bring in these sprays. I have 3 of them. Sometimes they're resistant coming out of the little spray bottle. But we have patience. Oh. 1 color. 2 colors. If you haven't played with these, you gotta. They're so fun. And 3 colors. Okay, we're done. No. All right, let me let this dry. All right, I'm going to bring this stencil in. I loan a lot of my stuff out. I think I have loaned out my palette knife, and I think I have loaned out some of my stencils. So I am down to using what I have. Practice what you preach, Lori Marie. So I am using my texture paste and a gift card and a stencil. It looks like a homemade stencil. I have some dots. We will use that and enjoy that. This is the homemade texture paste, which I adore. It dries hard, it dries fast, it stays in place. Look at that. That's pretty gorgeous. Tap it down. Tap, tap, tap. Think we can use it again? You think it's too gooey? We're going to try. We'll put it the other way. All right, some more texture paste on that stencil, okay? Ooh, very fun. All right, go wash your stencil. Unless you've got a secretary that does that for you, let this dry. Okay, now what you will see happening is that the inks are going to start bleeding through the texture paste, and that is exactly what we want to happen. Okay, this is similar to a project that we just did in a mixed media background, and it was so fun, and I wanted to play with different colors of the inks. So now we're going to take our black gesso and paint our pages. Always seems like such a shame to cover everything up, but it'll be back. Hopefully this gesso will strengthen these pages too. Whew. Did I already mention they're fragile? My goodness. Since I use my books for teaching purposes, it's okay if they fall apart at the end. Not all of them stay together. Not all of them make the cut to the galleries. Not all of them get published. But we do learn from each and every one. So our mission with that book is complete. Or should I say that book's mission is complete. All right, dry time. Okay, good morning. It is dark o'clock here in Vallejo, California. This is dried all night. I didn't intend for that to happen, but life got in the way. So anyway, I'm going to take my coarse sandpaper and I'm going to just start sanding these. The different colors are going to come up through. So without making a bunch of noise for you, I'm going to sand on this. Okay, we have this side sanded. I'm going to turn it around and sand this side. Dust it off. I'm going to bring my postcard back in and my black masking tape. Put masking tape on either edge, the sides. Bring my book back in, lay this down. I want to put the center fold in the center of the book. bring this side of the tape in a little bit so it matches the edge there. And that's on this edge, I think. I can bring that in a little bit. And ta-da! And then also I have pockets here. For some of those amazing tags that we made the other day. How about that? Huh? I'm just securing that tape down a little bit on those edges. So you can put focal points here if you want. I'm just going to utilize it for the pockets. And we have an adorable pop-up. Alright, your turn. Get out that altered book. Put a little postcard in it. Put a little pop-up in it. Go create, go play, go have fun.